check. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream, baby. Happy Monday, August 1st up in this bitch. Holy shit. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Blunt? What's up, Mo? What's up, Ledge? Welcome to the stream, guys. Oh, we have so much to talk about today. We really do. We really do. We have a lot actually to cover today. But first, let's do our season's greetings. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. If you haven't been able to tell already, unfortunately, little dinger here fucked up my finger. It doesn't affect too much of me holding the controller, but playing games this week might be a little bit tough. We'll see how it's feeling. It's just bruised. I jammed it doing something stupid. You don't even want the story, trust me. But hopefully we'll be okay. Maybe just a week or two and the bruising will go away and I'll be fine. And then we'll get back to some hardcore gaming. But this week's schedule is very important, so make sure you're listening up. You listening? Okay. Today's stream, trailer reactions. We're going to talk about Survivor because I've been watching it. Talk about whatever bullshit we want to talk about. No stream tomorrow. Wednesday, long stream, primarily gaming. Then nothing Thursday, nothing Friday. Then 2 weekend streams, Saturday and Sunday for COD Champs. So make sure you're there. It's going to be an amazing time. We're going to be watching it, chilling, talking, eating, just having a good time. I can't wait for it, guys. What a wild Saturday. Thanks for hosting the Donkey Show, Migs. It was incredible. What's up, Armand? What's up, you Nigerian, North Greenwich, Pomeranian, Glowing Sea, Nectarine? How proud are you for me pronunciating all of those correctly? Give me one sec, guys. I'm the best pronunciator in the world. Yes, Ledge, I will be reacting to Andor today. I will be reacting to basically anything you guys want today. So whatever you got for me, send it my way. I don't have much to really dive into and talk about, other than the fact that I've been watching Survivor. But that's been fun. And Bella and I still haven't started on episodes 7, 8, and 9 of Star Wars. So that's still kind of on a halt. And these last 2 weekends I've just spending a lot of time outside, so I haven't really had much time to do anything else other than chill. But we have been watching Survivor like crazy. Yesterday we watched, I don't know, man, maybe like 7 or 8 episodes. It feels like five episodes, all an hour and 45 minutes, hour and a half. It's a little more than an hour. It's more than an hour. Don't listen to her. It's more than an hour. In your Twitter DMs, okay, yes. Guys, Survivor is incredible. I'm watching season 28. I know there's, of course, somewhere else I could have started, but I was at my cousin's house, and she's like, have you ever watched Survivor? I'm like, no. She's like, holy shit, let me look up like one of the best seasons and pick for you to watch just the first episode with us and see what you feel. Watched it, got hooked, went home, watched like 4 episodes. Next day, watched like more. So it's just been crazy here watching it. I'm really into wilderness shows and like survival and stuff like that, but I didn't know that Survivor had that aspect along with like a game show feel to it. So it's been very interesting. If you've never watched Survivor, I definitely highly recommend it. Blunt, it's great, man. It's fucking great. It is. I thought I wouldn't like the game show feel of it as much as I do, because whenever I'm watching these kind of shows, I'm really into the survival aspect. Like, what are they eating? Where are they sleeping? How are they hunting for food? And this show is not really about that. It's more about the games and the mini games and little social and political aspects within the camps of like who to kick out, who to vote out, how to survive and stuff like that, which is very unique and interesting. And I thought that maybe I wouldn't like it because of those things, but I've come to like it and just go, okay, this is my game show survival thing. And then when I want to go watch survival, Bella and I started Alone on Netflix, which is phenomenal. It's like a survival battle royale, 10 people on one island, I guess you could say. They're all scattered around, so they're not interacting with each other, but 10 people, same environment, 10 tools each, and it's just the last one to tap. And I've heard of seasons going up to plus a year. People just staying there until they're the last one and they get the phone call that they won and they win $500,000. So And I don't know if we've talked about that a lot, but I'm really into survival shows. Naked and Afraid, I think we've talked about that. Man vs. Wild, in its prime, it was great. Now, you know, maybe not as great. Although, Man vs. Wild, Bear Grylls just had an episode with Channing Tatum drop like a few months ago that I watched on YouTube, which is pretty good. Well, you didn't pronounce Greenwich correct, but okay, buddy. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure it's not Greenwich. It's Greenwich. Right? Right? Any scholars here in the chat that can confirm that for me, please? What's up, Mo? It's Greenwich. I said it correctly. I know I did, because there's a Greenwich, Massachusetts, isn't there? Greenwich something? I don't know. For some reason, it's in my vocabulary storage system, so it sounds familiar to me. By the way, guys, today I posted in the Discord a very, very good video. If you are a Marvel fan and you're excited for Secret Wars, this is something you could watch. If you're kind of a Marvel fan, you heard about Secret Wars, you don't really know what to watch or what comic to read to keep you updated or get you invested in what they have for the future, I posted a link on the Discord. I'm going to show it to you guys right now what it looks like. This video right here is what's going to get you excited. And I've seen 9-hour comic read-throughs of the whole Secret Wars series on YouTube. This, thankfully, is not 9 hours. It's actually, I think, 26 minutes. Looks like this: Avengers Secret Wars, the comic full story by Comic Storian.
If you record podcasts and videos remote.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. I want your ads. It's very good. Let's see, how long is it?
With
26 minutes. It's incredible. You should go watch it. I highly recommend it. It's on the movie chat in our Discord. Definitely go watch it. And also, Miggy Migs, I don't know if you saw, brother. Migs in the chat posted, I have not reviewed this video, so I have no ratings or how valid or invalid this theory is on Jar Jar. And I watched the whole thing and made some commentaries about it, so you should check that out too. But we could start with some Andor. You guys want to watch the Andor trailer? Put a 1 in the chat if you haven't seen the Andor trailer yet. Oof. Blunt, you need to watch that video if you're excited for the future of the MCU. I watched it today because I've read a lot about Secret Wars clips and watched some videos, but never like found a video that fully packaged it into like a small enough video that I could really dive deep. 9 hours. It's like, Jesus, dude, like you can't even get me to watch a 9-hour movie. 9-hour video on a comic? That's kind of crazy. So this video is just basically removing out all the filler, all like the extra conversations, and giving you like the foundational parts that happen throughout the story, which is, oh my god, I guarantee you after watching it, you're gonna get so excited. You're gonna get so excited. Please, guys, if you have any time this week, literally just watch it. Just watch it. It's in the Discord under movie chat. And it's right along the thing that we've been talking about a lot on stream. And the differences between the Star Wars universe and Marvel, and not to get back into that and not have a whole 2-hour discussion about it, but there's so much that they're pushing towards in the future of the MCU, and there's just so much to look forward to for new characters and new stories that is just so exciting. And it's reminiscent of the feeling that I had in movie theaters after the first Avengers and seeing Thanos in the post-credits scene. What's happening right now is we're getting that feeling again of, oh my god, we know the plan, we know what's about to happen. Have you read the comics? You haven't? Oh shit, you should, because if you knew what was about to happen and what they're setting up, you'd be much more excited. And then once you find out what they're setting up, every time you watch a Marvel show, movie, it's gonna be way more fulfilling, because you're gonna be listening out for those keywords, the little characters that start coming in. You're like, oh shit, I know why they're doing that. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Maybe Star Wars needs to start basing their shit off of the comics more. Maybe that's the answer for them. Because I don't know, man. At this point, I don't know. Okay. Andor. Andor. So for anyone that doesn't know what Andor is about, you're gonna see in the thumbnail, this is the guy from Rogue One. Now, spoilers, heavy spoilers, if you've seen Star Wars Rogue One, you know this guy dies. So it's another one of those Star Wars stories where we're going back in time, let's fill up some gaps, let's add another character that we know eventually is dead, but this could be cool just to fill in the gaps. So, you know, however you choose to feel about that is whatever. Yes, I know this is pre-Rogue One because he dies in Rogue One. This is right before. I know that. That's what I'm saying. So it's another filler character stories, which, you know my feeling. You know my feeling. What's up, fam of Hamalams? Fam, I responded to you in the Discord, by the way, brother. Okay, ready? You guys ready? Andor teaser trailer, Disney Plus. I believe this was just announced a few weeks ago, less than a month ago. And they've announced a few things, but this is the first video evidence that we're getting of those announcements. So let's dive in.
They're so proud of themselves, so fat and satisfied.
They're everywhere. They're watching me now.
Soon enough, these days will end. There will be no rules going forward.
People are standing up. That's what a reckoning sounds like.
Yo, Migs, you remember that cooking show that you showed me the other day? This is the guy. Where was it? Right here somewhere? Okay, so cool, guys. I mean, I like... It's like another espionage, secret, the rising of the rebellion, which is cool. And it's an important part of the Star Wars history. But it's just, you know, we know how the war goes. For the most part, we know how the war ends. We know. In episode 6, Darth Vader dies. And that's basically the beginning of the end. But to just keep going back and talking about the same, you know, war, it's just, it's cool, but you guys know my feelings. I need to find this guy. Hold on. Right here. That's him. Oh, my face is hiding him. Yo, Migs, can I get a confirmation? This is the guy, right? From that cooking show? That's him. That's the brother. This is an old trailer? There was a... Wait. This is an old trailer? May 26th? You're right. Where's the new one? 7 hours ago. Okay, we got a new one. Let's watch this one then. Back to back. And then I'll expand on my opinion. Hold on.
To steal from the Empire? To just walk in like you belong? They're so proud of themselves.
Wow, we haven't seen that since the
Fat and
prequels.
satisfied. They can't imagine that someone like me would ever get inside their house.
Cassian Andor. The Empire is choking us so slowly. We're starting not to notice. What I'm asking is this. Wouldn't you rather give it all to something real? I need all the heroes I can get.
For the greater good.
Call it what you will.
Let's call it
He's
war.
both of those guys are so great.
There's
I saw
fermenting
today on
behind
Twitter
those
that Saw was coming back.
pockets of fermenting. You're in my net. Are you a fish? Or are you a thief? You're slipping.
I'm not slipping. I've just been hiding for too long.
As long as everyone thinks I'm an irritation, there's a good chance they'll miss what I'm really doing.
What are you really doing?
This is what revolution looks like.
I'm tired of losing.
Hold on for a hot minute. Hold on.
This is what revolution looks like.
I'm tired of losing.
Who are you? And why do you remind me of the chick from episode 7? Who's that on the bed? Oh my god, what a shot! I mean, guys, it's the creators of Rogue One. It's gonna be a top 4 Star Wars film. Well, it's a show, so it's gonna be top. You know what I mean? It's usually gonna be one of the best shows. That looks good, man. That looks really, really good, guys. Looks really, really good. The guy on the table looks like Cal? Whoa, slow down. Slow the fuck down. That's a crazy theory.
Revolution looks like.
Whoa. Any signs? Cal doesn't have any scars or anything. We just know he's a redhead. Huh. Huh. Yo, Ledge, if you actually just discovered something? If you just discovered something? Do we see this guy at any other point in the trailer?
Like you belong.
Choking us so slowly.
For the greater good.
Call it what.
Okay, so who is this guy? That'll be very interesting to figure out his role. This guy is a really good actor. Really good actor. You think that looks like Cal? That would actually be kind of crazy. Guys, I'm excited. Creators of Rogue One. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. The CGI is going to be impeccable. The storytelling is going to be great. Cinematography, acting, music looks like it's going to be good. You know, just another story back in the day. I know he's canon. I know he's canon. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if people start rolling out theories right now that Cal's coming out, because there has been a lot of conversations. I think we've talked about it here on stream of Cal joining the film universe and probably being the same kid, the same actor. It'd be very interesting. Be very interesting. What do the comments say? Okay, just general optimism, how we're all feeling. What's up, SCU? What's up, Doge? What's up, did I miss anybody else? What's up, Brazzy? Welcome to the stream, guys. You know what's great about these prequel stories? They're leveling up the quality of the Star Wars visually. In a few more years, it'll be newer stories. I agree. No, I agree. I think Ledge said this in either he texted me or in stream or Instagram comments or something. He said to me, right now they're just filling in the gaps while they have the actors, which I think is a great point. And it's something that makes a lot of sense. While you have some actors still alive and things like that, it makes sense to fill in the gaps backwards before you have to move on forward with maybe new characters and stuff like that. And I know that especially if they're going to continue the Skywalker saga moving forward, they like to take freaking 20 years off of every trilogy. So I mean, I get it. I get the approach, but I'm just excited for new stories. But this looks awesome, and I loved him in Rogue One, so I have no reason to believe this is not going to be a great time. If he's Cal, Ledge, you might have something going here. Love this. So excited we haven't seen an early Empire other than that Bad Batch animated series. Well, I haven't seen Bad Batch, and yeah, I mean, the closest that we've seen, at least in film, has been Obi-Wan, right? 10 years after episode 3. That's the closest we've been to seeing what happens directly at, like, when the war starts. How does everything play out? It's interesting. It's interesting. I do have to finish up the game. I'm gonna finish up the game, guys. Don't worry. I have a lot to catch up on. I know I still have to do the last Walking Dead episode. It's just been a lot. This is his time period, exactly at the beginning of the rebellion picking up, exactly, because he's that's when they're hunting Jedi. So I've watched half of Obi-Wan, and Jesus, it is so frustrating as fuck. I agree, but episode 5 and 6 are worth the journey. So don't you dare stop, SU. You will be hating yourself if you have to watch what happens on 5 and 6, like from a YouTube video or like a Twitter post or something. Fight through it. 5 and 6 are absolutely worth the journey. Absolutely. Bella can even tell you, even again this morning, after watching Obi-Wan 2 weeks ago, she's still watching scenes from episode 6. It sticks, man. Episode 6 made me cry. So I highly suggest it. And I think it's important, not just within the episode itself, but it's very important. Certain dialogue and certain sequences, it helps the grander story of the Skywalker saga. So I think it's good. Yeah, you have to finish Clone Wars for Bad Batch. Cal is also very early Empire. Yeah, I gotta finish Star Wars, and I gotta finish Clone Wars. Survivor's just been taking over my life these last like 3 days, but I will. I wonder if there's any rumors or any thoughts that Cal could be coming to this. And when does anybody know when Ahsoka takes place? Is there any news on Ahsoka at all? Let's look it up. Ahsoka TV show. Did they release like a synopsis or something? Everything we know about Star Wars series Ahsoka. Let me see if I can find anything here. Okay. Let's see, the Clone Wars across the first 5 seasons and subsequent anime share the character grew from initial. Yeah, we know that. Okay, so it's after Clone Wars. Well, I don't want any spoilers, because I still have to finish it. Carrying on from Ashoka's appearance on The Mandalorian, which I've heard about and still haven't seen. Okay, I can't read anymore. I just gotta catch up. But thankfully, we're doing this now, because we haven't been that well caught up with the Star Wars universe, especially with the MCU going on. It's just been a lot to balance, with a lot of movies and shows and stuff like that, and games. But we're catching up. We're watching Clone Wars right now. Bella's now fully caught up, so I can go watch things freely with her when they start to drop, and it's going to be great. Outlast Trials will hopefully come out in October. Ooh, Oh, actually, that reminds me. Let me check this out real quick. And by the way, if you're watching the stream right now and have not liked the stream, guys, please make sure you hit the like button. The support means a lot. So please do that. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm driving, barely got service, but I'm here. What's up, Brazzy? It's all good, baby. Drive safe. Like World War II movies, sure, we can talk about the battles, but the movies that showcase the era before the war started, that shit was gloomy. I agree. Well, Migs, give me a little more on that thought. What do you mean? Valkyrie, Conspiracy Theory, The Pianist, those are some top tier drama movies based on pre-World War II era stories. Star Wars is doing the same. I agree. Yes. I know that's what they're doing. It's post-war. We know how it ends. Now they're giving us all the stories to really fill in the drama and these, you know, spots that we don't know how chaotic things got, how crazy things got. And we're getting the gaps. And I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm just eager for the future, that's all. Maybe I'm being a little impatient. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Okay, so SCU was telling me in the Discord that potentially there could be Outlast Trials coming out in October, which is a big deal. Which is a big deal. Because we played Outlast here on the channel and had a phenomenal time. Phenomenal time. Let me see. It's like they did with episode 1 through 3 with 4 and 6. Yeah, I just feel like most of the investment in Star Wars has been in this specific time period and everything that happens there. They don't want to tell us about anything before or thousands of years earlier. Like what happened before the Jedi Order became. Like that would be cool. Why don't we go even further back? Rather than going to the same place where we're probably going to get a cameo of, you know, of Vader, and then they're just going to keep adding, you know, then you add Cal, and now he's going to get his own series, so we just keep investing in this little spot that we already know what ends up happening. Either go further back on some Game of Thrones shit and give us like 10,000 years before, or start telling some new stories. That's all I'm going to say anymore about Star Wars. Here, let me check this out real quick, guys. 1 second. I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend, by the way. Thank you very much for stopping in today and showing some love and support in the stream. I think that would be dope. Like, if Star Wars were to start investing in giving us more context on, like, the foundational parts of this universe. How the Sith were formed. How the Jedi came to be, how maybe more on Palpatine and his story and where he came from and stuff like that, I think would be a little bit more interesting than continually going back to the, you know, people trying to stop the Death Star plans and seeing that's coming in the beginning of the war. I get that. I'm just saying I think maybe something else would be maybe more interesting. Give me like a Yoda series. How did Yoda become Yoda? That sounds very interesting. Rather than Andor, another 10 episode season 1 that's coming next year and it covers the same shit that we've already heard about. God, see, I said I wasn't gonna go and now you guys got me going again. I'm not talking anymore. I just can't get me going on Star Wars. There's just better stories to tell. If we're gonna go back, let's do it right. Let's not do all these movies and shows and completely dodging the biggest characters and the biggest pivotal points of this entire universe. Whatever, man. Whatever. All right, where did you post this shit, SU? I'm looking for it everywhere. Yeah, Star Wars needs to move on from the same shit they've been doing for the last 50 years. They can't keep doing prequel shit or anything else becomes confusing and the timeline gets fucked up. I agree. I'd like a window series. Sure. Sure. Hell yeah, why not? Let's do a window series. Let's get Palpatine. Let's get Yoda show. Let's get the formation of the Jedi Council and how they grew into their way into politics. I know that there's plenty of comics that explain the entire backstory, but I'd like it in film version. Or maybe give us like the first Jedi Sith war. That probably took place, right? There had to be something that happened like that to separate the two sides. That would be sick. The formation of the Sith. rather than making everything about Darth Vader's era. Like, there's more to the universe than just the Darth Vader Skywalker era. There's more stories to tell. That doesn't mean fill up all the gaps. They go further back or towards the future. Okay, Atlas reacts. Let me see what this is. Real quick. You know what I'm saying, guys? Does that make sense? I would love to see a Yoda series. I agree. They could go off the start of Darth Plagueis and how he formed Palpatine. Wow, they should fucking hire you. Like Obi-Wan takes place before Rebels, but isn't the same Grand Inquisitor in Rebels. Ledge, that's a question for you. Plenty of comics and novels. Not that now that Disney has all of this, I'm 100% sure they would add all of that. Probably. Yeah. But all the content that they're released, filling up those gaps, and then doing more in the future, doing more Yoda, it's like they should have just waited until they got the Yoda property. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. These guys, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Dude, there's a Star Wars world in Disney World. The genre universe is here to stay forever. I agree. It is here to stay forever. Hopefully, if they do the right things. But I can tell a lot of people in the community aren't exactly stoked about what's happening next with them. There's so many comic books about the ancient Sith. I know. Pre-Jedi Order would be great, like the start of the Jedi versus Sith. You could do a whole prequel called The Force. And the whole trilogy is based around the formation of the Force, the understanding, the first person to harness it and teach it and pass it on, and how the Sith came along and influenced that. Doesn't that sound fucking awesome? I think that sounds pretty great. Okay, so Red Barrels is the studio around Outlast. Okay, so they did a whole documentary series talking about the characters and the new part of the game. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of videos to watch. I don't know if I'm going to do it all right now. But this is good to know that this is here, because I definitely would take time to watch this on my own. You definitely got my money on that idea. Can I ask you a question, babe? Do you have a second? How interested would you be? Let me ask you a question. Would you prefer, as a brand new consumer of Star Wars, to be given 3, 4 shows and maybe another movie on what happened between episode 3 and episode 4? Maybe going up to episode 5. The other things that are happening in the universe during that time. Basically Darth Vader era. Would you want all that content? Or would you rather a film trilogy where they focus on the formation of the Force and how the Force came to be and how the Jedi came to be and the Sith and maybe the Jedi versus Sith war? How Yoda came to be.
Yeah, I mean,
isn't that way more compelling? And what you want them to further expand on?
Darth Vader has become very limited after the series. I know how he was made. I know what happened to him.
Oh shit! Hold on. You guys gotta hear this.
Imagine. Don't give me the mic right now. Oh, I can't twist it?
No, you're good. I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. I was saying, there's not much else you can add to Darth Vader, especially after the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Because now we know where Anakin Skywalker came from, how he came to be, you know, a Padawan, and then how he came to be Darth Vader. I think any more stories about how Darth Vader absolutely raped the universe is just it's
not just about.
It's overkill. It's overkill. Yes, Darth Vader is at the center of all the chaotic incidences within the Star Wars universe. I get it. But yeah, it would be much more interesting to know where Yoda came from, who the hell learned the Force first, how we got there. Like, give me the origin of what gave Anakin Skywalker all this power, because that's way more interesting than, hey, he was a little kid and now, you know, we're going back 20 years to readdress why he came out the way he did.
Keep in mind, she hasn't seen this trailer, so she doesn't know exactly what we're talking about. But the time period. Let's move on from the Skywalker. Let's move on from Vader. Let's move on from All of that shit, bro. That the rebellion, the start of the empire. I'm done. I'm done. I got 9 movies and fucking 10 shows. God. Yo, I swear to God, I came on stream today not planning to talk about this, and guess what happened? I literally had no Star Wars things I wanted to talk about until I forgot about the trailer. I'm like, oh shit, let's watch the trailer. And now you know what happens. There's just so many comics as well of Darth Vader after episode 3. You have so much more content opportunities of the past of the Force. I heard Lego Star Wars was incredible. Aries. I heard it was very fun. You think I should do it? Welcome to the stream. I have not played The Force Unleashed. Yeah, I know about Star Killer. Is that what his name is? Yeah, I read some stuff on that. Atlas does not like watching World War II movies. He's like saying Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, that's it. The summer for me. I'm good. On to the next one, please. No, you're just you don't even hear me, Migs. That's the problem. You don't even hear me. I say things and you just use a cheap analogy to get your opinion across. Imagine. I just want to talk about a different war, man. And what happened and how we got to the war. Anyways. Okay, guys. Anything you want me to react today? Anything that was dropped? Any new news? Any important announcements or anything else like that? I know there's some requests for me to watch some gaming things. Also, Dr. Disrespect just dropped a lot of new footage for his new game. I figured we could watch it and see how we feel about it, because it's big for the gaming industry in the sense that Dr. Disrespect is a creator and he came from the game development side of things, which is unique and interesting. And now he's trying to develop his own game. He has his own studio. So I think it's pretty interesting. And I think it's worth maybe figuring out what's going to happen with this game. I didn't hear the most positive of things coming out from it, but I guess we'll have to see for ourselves. Now I'll have to see if I can find a video where someone just shows the footage. Yeah, I think this is the guy right here. This is it. Has anybody seen or heard anything about this? Yo, Brazzy, I just want you to know that I saw the footage that you dropped of your 17 kill game win, because you posted on the Discord. I'm just letting you know I would drop 17 kills too if I had your lobbies, because I'm pretty sure nobody that you fought against shot back at you. Just saying. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying if I had that lobby, I might drop 30. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Did I ever play Advanced Warfare? Yes, I actually loved Advanced Warfare. I prefer Advanced Warfare over Infinite Warfare, like I think most people do. I actually really liked Advanced Warfare. I thought everything after Advanced Warfare kind of was a snooze for me. I didn't play Black Ops 3 or 4 or Infinite that much because I just didn't enjoy it. Played Fortnite again for a bit. 18 kill solo win. You're a god. Those Red Barrel videos are like 3 to 5 minutes each, by the way. They're not long. Okay, we'll watch it after this then. Is this full resolution and FOV? So the game is called Dead Drop. At least that's what it's called right now. I'm not really sure about anything about it. I don't know what mode this is. I don't know if there's several modes. My idea, at least what I think this is probably gonna be, from what I've heard people talk about, is that it might be a cross between an Escape from Tarkov, which is like an extract type game where you load into a map with other players, you try and get loot, and in order to take the loot with you, you have to survive and extract your goods. And people can rob you, take your shit, you can lose a lot of things. and you basically gamble what you bring into the map going through the extraction. So like you can bring your best gun, but if you lose it, it's gone. You can't buy it again. You have to go loot it again. It's like a whole thing mixed with a battle royale. So that same survival element, the storm kind of thing like that. I don't know if that's exactly what this is, but I've heard talks of that's where things might be headed, and other people in the industry are starting to feel. I've heard that actually as well for Call of Duty MW2, that maybe that's something, a mode that they're going to be experimenting with, is like their own Escape from Tarkov battle royale feel of things, which would be incredibly interesting. And from what I hear, this game is every 6 weeks they're having like a cycle where they update the investors and the early members of the people that are following this game, I guess, and giving updates on what's happening with the game, what they're thinking about doing, what changes they're making. It seems like the best thing about this game, and the reason why I'm excited that Dr. Disrespect is involved in the game, is because one, he used to be a developer, and two, he's a streamer, he's a content creator, so he knows the value of community and feedback and being attentive and listening to the people who are consuming your product. And I know that they've made it a very, very foundational piece of this game to stay locked into what the community is saying. And oh, he's going through different quality settings. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. And making sure that the game is being constantly updated based on how the community is feeling about it. So for me, that's a great thing. But like I actually talked to somebody about this past weekend, it is very important that I mentioned, is that the budget has to be there post-release. A lot of these games, they build up this belief that they're going to be there, that they're listening, that they get you weekly updates, that, okay, this is what we're going to change with the game, okay, this guns needs to be nerfed, boom, boom, boom. There's always just game balance being added to the game on a weekly basis or monthly basis. But like we saw with Halo and other games, is that there's all this talk, and then once the game drops, there's nothing. There's nothing, because one, either they don't have the budget for post-release, or two, they start working on other projects, developers start leaving, and they're like, oh, we dropped the game, we're good, all right, well, let's go over there. And they don't leave enough assistance for the game to continue growing, which is the problem with people that continuously make new games, like COD. You keep making a new engine, a new map, a new everything. Just keep one game and just keep updating it. Keep allowing it to evolve and breathe and change and listen to the community. But they just want to do so fucking much all at the same time, and it's very frustrating. So if this game has support, like real support, that's great for any game. That's great for any game. And mind you guys, this is very, 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 very early footage. Like, I don't even think this game is going to be in beta for minimum a year. Like, there's still a lot that's being worked on, so it's very, very it's like a big preview. So we can judge, but can't be too critical. It seems like right now it's just kind of setting up the aesthetic, what it's gonna feel like, maybe sound like, the type of guns you can get used to seeing, running animations, walking animations. It doesn't look like, excuse me, it looks like they were interacting with buttons, but there's no looting. So it's gonna be a pretty basic test performance here. He's OCD on audio as well with this game, so I'm super hyped, which he should be. Which he should be. If I'm playing a video game in the 21st century and I hear somebody on my left and I turn to my left, that motherfucker better be there. He better not be above me or 3 floors down, because I can't take that shit anymore. And I know that probably requires like maybe additional technology. Maybe there's something about audio design in games that people just can't figure it out. And maybe they're designing their whole new interface to do that. But whatever they got to do, man, just figure it out. There's another gun that feels like that when you run it, like, does this with the gun? I'm trying to think of what game does that. Is that like Battlefield? I can't think. There's a game, if you watch whenever this character runs, the gun, it's like this kind of animation. I don't like it. I like, not to be a COD fanboy, but I like when you go into your running animation and in COD they just hold the gun up. I don't want that shit like swaying across my screen. It's lame. Just looks funny. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird. Old COD, maybe, yeah. My lobby was decent, Brazzy. Stop lying. It's already confirmed that MW2 will have a 4th escape from Tarkov mode. Huh. I wonder. Can you send me that article, SU, or somewhere where you saw that? I hope it's not gonna be treated like a plunder or something, where it's just like a throwaway mode that people play for 2 weeks, because I'll be very upset. Really? That's it? Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you want to see how the new Outlast horror game is going to be played out. I think SCU sent us some videos of the development studio and step by step of how they're going to be designing and creating the game. Anyone interested in that content? Fam? Fam of Hamalams? Okay, we can do that. It seems like they've done a 4-part series, and each episode was uploaded in 3-month intervals. And the most recent one being released 2 weeks ago. And so the first one's called Trial Number 1, Sound and Music for the Outlast Trials. Second one is Characters. Third one is Storytelling and Inspiration. Number 4 is Animation. And number 5 is Psychology of Fear. Sounds kind of interesting. I know we have 4 years until next Treyarch, but they make the best CODs. Well, I don't think that's going to happen anymore. Because I think that they're realizing that this yearly COD cycle is probably the worst idea that anyone has ever had in the history of mankind. It's just so dumb. It's so dumb. Don't even get me started on how many ways it's dumb, because it just makes no sense. Okay, so number 1 here, the Outlast Trials, Sound and Music behind the scenes. If you're interested in watching, we have played Outlast DLC and Outlast 1 and 2 here on the channel, so make sure you go check that out. It was an amazing time. An amazing time. One of my favorite games we played here. Spooky season's coming, guys. Fall is right around the corner. And you know, whenever spooky time's here, I'll abuse horror games, man.
Here at Red Barrels. So my day-to-day job is to figure out special ways to creep people out and to make audio a integral part of the Outlast brand. From the VO recordings, from music, from sound effects, from integration, pretty much all the facets of audio is what I do. Having a new composer for the game is a huge part of Outlast Trials. That's something that we're so excited about, because the whole goal of having
horror is 98% audio. Period. Music, sound effects, everything. 98% of what you feel in horror is just audio based.
Tom, as a composer, is using his ability to tie everything together into one unit of a game. Tom has an amazing background in video games. I can't list half of the game that he's worked on.
Prince of
He gives
Persia.
master classes to other composers. So for him, he was just incredibly motivated to be part of Outlast Party.
Hi, I'm Tom Salta, and I'm the composer for the original score to Outlast Trials. Working with Red Barrels was really a fun and unique experience for me, and working with Francis was just incredible. What I really like about it's also challenging but fun at the same time, is that I came on a bit earlier than I normally do. On a lot of these kind of big AAA games, whether it was Battlegrounds or Ghost Recon, Halo stuff, I usually come on right at the end. Things happen fast. With Outlast Trials, it's different. It was earlier in the development stage, and it's giving me a chance to see it come to life and maybe contribute ideas that can affect the mechanism of the game itself, which is like, this is amazing, because it's like, I'm like a kid in a candy store. So for the theme of Outlast Trials, we obviously wanted this to be really super special. And me personally, given my love of this game and the music that I'm doing, I wanted it to check off a few things that I really didn't have much precedent for. I wanted something that was just purely scary to listen to. I wanted also something that had some melody to it, something that was memorable but also with a melody, and something that was simple enough that you could just play it on a piano. One of the first things that that came to mind, and I don't know where it came from, was that little phrase, that da ba da ba ba da ba. That was like, wow, okay, that feels right. Finding that simple idea that you immediately know it's Outlast Trials, and it immediately scares you. And then seeing that come to life when we developed the theme and then brought in the full orchestra, I mean, that was like, yes, it's alive.
50% of the experience is audio driven. It is the immersion factor that will pull the player in, that'll keep the player within the world, and it'll keep that tension. Those build-ups or really releases down to zero, that I think the audio is the main factor in that, and that's how we keep the player stuck in the game, in the world with us. That's gonna be the challenge, and I think we're up to it. We're up to it.
Another thing that is so much fun with creating the music for Outlast Trials is it just gives me the opportunity to get some props and try to come up with some textures and sounds that really are terrifying, but based on, 50s technology or toys or things like that. I went on eBay and I found this thing. I mean, an innocent plaything can be very terrifying. My kids get scared when I show this to them. I think they've seen too many horror movies, but what's scary about this? Woo, apparently a lot. Taking those things and using them to create scary sounds, textures, and music. I mean, come on. I'm getting paid for this?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The fact that he said it here, which was that for the first time, he was brought in during the early developmental stage of this game to make the music. That's gotta count for something, and I can't wait to see what they come up with all this time and energy that they have towards the music, because if you're into horror, man, that's the heart and soul. I mean, really, to everything. Sign in to confirm your age, excuse me. Hold on, guys, let me pull this shit up. By the way, if you're watching the stream and not have hit the like button yet, make sure you hit the like button, guys. Support the stream. It means a lot. By the way, holy shit, I haven't even said it today. 24-hour stream, August 20 motherfucking 6. Can I get an exclamation point 24 in the stream right now? Guys, if you've been here for a while, we've done multiple 24-hour streams. We've done one 36-hour stream, which was amazing, and we did take a little bit of a nap. We slept for a little bit. But there is one thing we have never done on long streams, and that has been methodical and scheduled everything out. And guess what? For this 24-hour stream, we're doing exactly that. Every hour, every moment has a purpose. Something will be happening throughout the entire stream. Different things will be happening. Different games, it's a lot. So I hope you guys are excited. It's going to be amazing. Make sure you come through August 26th If you're worried about work, you're worried about school, don't worry. It takes place at night, flows in through Saturday morning. If you can't make it, you can't make it. I get it. I understand. But trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be incredible. And we're putting a lot of hard work into it, and a lot of surprises are also going to be coming on the way. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. Not your average stream. That's how we should advertise it. Not your average stream. Okay, let me hold on. I gotta open up this link, my actual YouTube page, so it doesn't ask me how old I am. Okay, trial number 2, characters. This video may be inappropriate for some users. Let's go, guys. Was there music in Quiet Place? Yes. I think, but incredibly subtle. But one of the best thing that they did in Quiet Place is almost use no music. But that is the exact thing that gave it so much presence, is that lack of sound, the silence, which is also music. Bro, I love seeing someone that's passionate about something. Same. Like, his passion for sound is beautiful. It is. It's just awesome seeing people who care, who genuinely care and love and are excited and feel invested in what they're doing. Let's go. Atlas, can I ask you a question off stream? Yeah, sure. DM me, Instagram or Discord. I'll get to it when I can. Assistant art director.
Outlast has this history of creating those very iconic enemies, and I feel like fans are expecting us to deliver those iconic enemies again in a different level.
Look at that detail.
How the infection is gonna work in the characters with all the new mechanics and with all the new abilities that we have, but we don't want to make it like too high in terms of technology, because in the 50s everything was a little bit more limited. My job is basically kind of trying to do a lot of the research of how make something that looks high tech look like low tech and give this 50s twist to it. And it's pretty fun because at the end of the day, I have a lot of possibilities of creating those characters and trying to portray a little bit of their daily basis. My favorite character is Gooseberry. I was completely intrigued by her story because she is this TV show host for kids. But like off camera, she has this whole like dark side, and she's supposed to look like motherly looking. She's supposed to have this like motherly feel for kids, but in
that's
reality,
a fire design. I'm scared.
It's a completely different story. Because it's an Outlast game, it needs to feel off in a way. Like he had this super jolly face, that she's pretty, she is perky, but her face needed to be removed. And we had all these like references of prostheses of people that go to war and they lose their face, they have their face burned. And the couple of first sketches, it was already way too off, and this is something that we wanted to avoid. You know, we had something, but it was not there. So the moment I did the third interaction with her was the moment that they were like, all right, we have something there. Gooseberry is a double character. She has major daddy issues, and the puppet is the full representation of her father, which was a horrible person. And from there, we passed it over to the 3D team, where they did an amazing job portraying her in her most beautiful way. Coyle is our second prime asset in the game. He is this police officer with a very distorted notion of law. Whatever you think it's right, he's gonna put his twist on it. He likes to torture his victims with electricity in many different ways. He has this sort of fetish of sexual assaulting people with his baton. Coyle is not only about the mechanic of play, but also the background and his twisted ways of showing law.
Thank you for volunteering for the therapy.
There's a lot of anxiety on my part because creating a game takes a lot of time, and creating those characters, making them come through and like, you know, shine, It takes a long time because it's a collective effort. Animation, effects, programming, you know? Until we actually see the full thing, it might take like 3-4 years, if not more. Because these are very important characters at the end of the day, and you know, it's a lot of work.
Wow, dude, hold on. I want to see this close up again. That is like genuinely frightening. That's so dope. The way that the mask is like being stretched at the seams by the sides of the mouth, and you can see the wrinkles like going over the cheekbone. That's like, that just looks so dope. And then the lips being so red, like in the little mole. Dude, that's creepy. Baby, you want to see some creepy shit? Yeah. Yeah. Take a look. Yeah. Not scary. It's for the next Outlast game. Someone drew that. It's character design. How crazy does that look? And the eyebrows being like pointy like that. Almost has like this emotionless face. Huh? Yeah, it looks so cool. That's a really great villain horror design. Fire. I'm excited. Okay, that was trial number 2, characters. Let's go to trial number 3, storytelling and... Whoa, shit, that was loud. Storytelling and inspiration.
My name is JT Petty. I'm the writer of the Outlast video games. Outlast Trials is about you basically, you're somebody who gets picked up off of the street. You're somebody who can be vanished because you're judged as being worthless by society. You know, if you're a drug addict or a mental patient or anybody that the government wouldn't mind vanishing in 1960, you wake up in a facility where you're basically being forced to take part in experiments. A lot of the mystery of the story is about trying to figure out what this experiment is supposed to do to you.
Fire.
I mean,
so what a great premise.
Set this one back in 1959 because I think the mystery of the origins of Murkoff have always been something that's just been a really interesting thing to want to explore. I also feel like 1960 is such a prime time politically in terms of secret decisions that really shaped the way the next century is going to go.
The Outlast Trials takes place before any of the other Outlast games, and so we'll be able to explore things that happened before Outlast 1 that maybe you are interested about the backstory of, or seeing some characters, maybe learning about their history before any of the events of the other Outlast games. And it draws a lot of inspiration to experiments that were actually done in Montreal on people, on their brains, on their behaviors. It's lore to us, but it's real history to real people. It's been a huge inspiration, and it's a story that hasn't ever really been told in
so
video
fucked
games,
up.
to my knowledge.
So
I'm really
fucked up.
Hi, my name is Karl
But
Schneerhaar.
necessary.
I'm a psychiatrist. This is the Allen Memorial Institute. It's a great training center, but it's also where Dr. Cameron's experiments occurred, linked with MKUltra. MKUltra was a large secret operation by the CIA that ran from 1953 to 1973. That was in the early days of the CIA. Their basic aim was to find ways to modify behaviors. The director of the hospital, this famous psychiatrist, Dr. Donald Ewan Cameron, was experimenting on patients. He claimed he could remove certain unhealthy patterns in the mind of patients and replace it with healthier patterns. So that intrigued the CIA. They first funded all kind of research that was going on. So things like mind-altering drugs, things like how to implant a device in the brain and remotely control somebody. So there was research going on, but they only went so far. What they did that was much more unethical, they became rather obsessed with LSD, and they did all kinds of weird experiments with it. They hired prostitutes to slip LSD to clients unknowingly, and then they would observe whatever occurred. They even would give LSD to CIA employees without their knowledge, just to observe what it does.
Jesus,
so that's
dude.
Really dangerous.
Jesus.
I mean, it absolutely sounds like it's a conspiracy theory, but it actually happened. You can imagine that having things like sleeper agents, controlled assassins, would be kind of the perfect spies. A sleeper agent, in theory, is an agent spy that doesn't know that he's a spy, that he can be activated from a distance. So in my opinion, if the CIA, or if anybody really could crack mind control, they would have the most devastating weapon in human history, more than nuclear weapons.
Correct.
What fans can expect from Trials is more suffering, I guess.
I am hyped. Because everybody who's talking sounds smart, and I love what they're saying. The fact that they're going based off MK Ultra and those experiments, because Jesus, it's a loud intro. I've done not a lot of research, but I've listened to a lot of conversations around those experiments, and I can't believe we're getting a game about it. That's sick. Trial number 4, animation.
My name is Stefan Petrina, and at Red Barrels, I'm sort of the principal animator, the animation director. I'm the animator that has been here since pretty much almost the beginning. Generally speaking, I'm here to kind of ensure the animation quality of the game. The designers have a game in mind with characters and rules, and I'm there to kind of help communicate those through character animation. I didn't get trained in how to become a director in motion capture. It was really, when we decided we wanted to go forward with it, we had the option to, maybe do we want to hire an outside director? No, we can do it ourselves. That's kind of what we do here at Red Barrels. We can do it ourselves. We were 10 guys in one room building Outlast 1. How much more difficult could it be to go to a mocap stage and figure it out how to do it and do it right?
Shot 6, take 1. Roll in.
I'm back. What's the word?
I tried to tell you, I tried to warn you, but you're not listening. This is your last chance.
This setup is for our character, Mr. Noakes, who's a lobby denizen. He's a character that you go and buy upgrades from. And he has a story to tell along the way. So today what we're going to be doing is capturing Tyrone, our actor, playing Noakes in Noakes' environment. For a shot like today, it's about a lot of body motion, a lot of attitude, a lot of micro movement that we're not always aware of when we're talking to people in conversation, but a lot of stuff that just gets captured automatically with motion capture, so that when we feed that into our character in game, it has much more of an organic appearance because it's moving with all the little nuances that people move with. And then we have a lot of the big sort of identifiable actions, the gestures that go along with conversation. Well, maybe your dog wants to play fetch. Yeah.
Hey, go get it.
We don't have anything like we've done in the past because now we're a new type of game with a whole new bunch of variables. We're exploring new tricks. Can we do the types of scares that we've done in the past, but find a new way to express them in our new game?
Oh, not that death. That one sucks. Dude, that's so cool.
What would I say to fans waiting for the next game? Be ready and be afraid.
Yes, 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 and yes. Trial number 5, Psychology of Horror, the Outlast Trials. Oh shit.
I'm Bernard Perron. I'm a full professor of film and game studies at the University of Montreal. Horror as an emotion is very unpleasant. You know, that's just think about any terrorist attack. It's horrifying. You cannot do anything. You're stuck with that. You're frozen in place, and it's not a great emotion, and we don't want to leave that. I don't want to be horrified. I want to be scared. The good thing with fear is like it's focused on the future. There's a danger, there's a threat on you. You know, there's something, you're afraid of something, you're afraid of doing something. Terror is about the unseen, the underdeterminate, something that is suspected but you don't see. You know it's around and it's not there.
Thank you. Oh god, people saying smart shit about a game is so exciting.
Process that allows us to detect threats and hopefully properly react to threats. So we have a deep brain structure called the amygdala, which is located in the limbic system, which is sort of the emotional brain, sort of the more primitive part of our brain. And the amygdala constantly monitors input from our senses, from our thoughts, from our memories, and whenever it detects a threat, it fires up the brain and the body in what we call a fight or flight response, where basically you either fight the threat or run away. It talks to the control center of our brain called the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus then sends a signal down the body to our adrenal glands, secretes adrenaline, epinephrine, and that will bring about a whole different changes in the body, things like increased heart rate, increased respiratory rate, sweating, you know, anything that would be of use if you were to fight a threat.
Oh my god. I fucking love horror. Put a 1.379 in the chat if you love horror.
Get in.
So good.
It's
so good.
Something that, you know, that's very intense. And then since we're in the bounded experience of fear that we know that we are not in danger, I can live this negative emotion as a positive emotion. It's fun to be scared.
I think people love to play horror games because the fear is creating a really primitive emotion. I think people, whether it's horror games or horror movies, they like being scared because it makes them feel alive.
Agreed. Absolutely. That's why I like it.
Potential to be much scarier than movies and books. With immersion, you can trigger the fear response system. So if you trick your brain into believing that there's some sort of threat,
exactly,
you will have the physiological fear response while you play a video game.
I need to clarify something on this point that I think he's absolutely right about. The best medium to enjoy horror is video games, period, end of story. And it is not watching them through a YouTube video, it is playing them yourself. I guarantee there's nothing like the experience of actually playing it versus watching me play it or watching someone else play it. You really feel exactly what he's describing. I'm immersed in this horror psychological experience. Yo, Brazzy, have a wonderful rest of your day.
And this
See
can
you,
be
man.
enhanced by, good storytelling, atmosphere, gameplay, interaction, sounds, music, graphics. Being afraid of things is one thing, but having pleasure from it is another thing. So if you have a sense of mastery or control over the fear, that can bring a sense of well-being, pleasure that could be quite fun.
Of society. Thank you for volunteering for the therapy.
You know, with Outlast, for me, I'm teaching that and I'm studying that. They can go as far as they want because I know this is, you know, they want us to be horrified, they want us to be scared, they want us to be terrified. And then you have all that in Outlast. You know, you're gonna have the horror of the torture, you're gonna have the fear of knowing that, you know, the patient's gonna get on you, and you get the terror of not knowing what's in front of you, what you're gonna get in front of you.
Hey, Red Barrels, I'm loving all of this. I'm loving it all. Thank you very much, SU, for sharing this with me. I'm very happy that I watched it. I'm going to subscribe and pay attention. Hopefully they give me a phone call because I would love to do a demo. I would love to test the game before it drops. How cool would that be, guys? That'd be some pretty badass shit right there. All right, guys. Anything else that we think we should react today, guys? Today is more of just chatting, Pioneer Podcast, hanging with the community, answering any questions that you may have, talking about some things that need to be talked about, updated on. But for the most part, I think that's everything that I wanted to do today, guys. That's everything I wanted to do today. I just checked in the Discord. I don't see anything else here in the Atlas Reacts necessarily to react to. So I think that'll be it, guys. Wednesday, long stream. Wednesday, long stream. Not tomorrow. Next day. Then nothing else until Saturday and Sunday. Very long streams watching COD. If you're not a big fan of COD, I promise this is going to be one worth joining the stream with. It's just we all get to be here, talk about the games. I'm just eating, snacking away. We're chilling, having a drink. It's just the most casual vibes that you could probably ever find on a YouTube stream. So I hope you guys will enjoy it because I know every time we get together to do some COD watch, it's always a great time. Oh yeah, did you see Courage getting 100 wins in Fall Guys? No, I did not see that. In one day or in general? Over time? How did I wonder how this video did. Jeez. Okay. All right, guys. In one stream? What? Where did you see this? He got 100 wins in one stream? 100 Fall Guys crowns wins in one stream. Took him 10 hours. That's it? No. Oh, wow. Oh, he's been trying to see how long it takes him. That's smart, man. He's going to get a lot of traction from that. It took him 100 Fall Guys crowns wins in one stream. 11-hour stream, 5-hour stream, 8-hour stream, and a 10-hour stream. So it took him 2, 3, 23, 34 hours. No, there's another one here. Another 6-hour video. 40 hours? Yeah, you can literally suck my ass, dude. I'm not playing 36 hours straight of Fall Guys. You watched it live, the whole thing? How many hours do you think? He did sleep, so someone took over his stream while he was sleeping. Oh, he stayed on the whole time?
Bad, bro. You need to tell me when you come.
I actually.
Come on, gentlemen.
Jack, this is
Let's go. Let's go.
Win! One more win! First started. Drew Crew is just getting into it. Oh!
Headed going the wrong way. Hello?
15 seconds from history!
What's that dookie ass shot? Hello?
Triple digits!
Ladies and gentlemen, with the world at their back, 100 crown wins! History has been made! Let's go!
There it is.
It says it right here, I'm on 35 hours. We did the calculations. Dude, 35 hours of Fall Guys straight? I don't know, man. I think I might rather be castrated first. Okay, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, afternoon, night. Thank you guys very much for supporting the stream today. I will see you on Wednesday for a long-ass stream. Lots of gaming, probably Star Wars, probably Walking Dead. And maybe a horror game, to be honest. Wednesday is going to be a little bit of like a saucy stream, so make sure you come through. Nah, his stream was live 35 hours, yeah, but he was sleeping in... Oh, got it. I got you. Okay, guys. I'll see you Wednesday. Thank you very much for the support today. I'll see you guys again soon. Shout out to Migs, SU, Brazi, Armand, Ledge, all the members. Thank you guys for coming in through the stream and chatting. Fam. Tons of people came through today. Mo, Blunt Puppy, Supreme, of course. Always the legendary. Guys, I love y'all. I'll see you Wednesday. Bye-bye.